Long ago, before darkness covered the world, the night sky was alive. Millions of stars filled the heavens like rivers of light. The oceans reflected galaxies. The mountains shimmered beneath silver moonlight. And the people believed the stars protected all life. But then, the stars began to fall. One by one, lights vanished from the sky. Entire constellations disappeared overnight. The world slowly grew colder, darker. The oceans became violent, the forests silent. And across the kingdoms, people whispered the same terrifying name: the Void, an ancient darkness older than the stars themselves. No one knew where it came from, only that it consumed light. And every year, the night sky lost more stars. Far from the dying kingdoms, beside an endless black ocean, stood a lonely lighthouse upon towering cliffs. Its light was the final beacon near the sea. An old lighthouse keeper lived there alone. His name was Elias. For many years, Elias watched the stars disappear one after another. Until one stormy night, everything changed. Waves crashed violently against the rocks, and there, among the water and shattered starlight, he found a child. A baby girl wrapped in glowing silver cloth. Her tiny body shimmered with celestial markings, and in the center of her chest, a faint golden light pulsed like a heartbeat. Elias stared in disbelief. The child had fallen from the stars. He carried her home and raised her as his own daughter. He named her Lyriel. As the years passed, Lyriel grew unlike any ordinary child. Whenever she touched water, it shimmered. When she cried, tiny stars appeared around her. And every night, the fading stars above the ocean glowed brighter when she looked at them. But as Lyriel grew older, so did the darkness across the world. Entire cities disappeared beneath black storms. The sky became emptier every year. People stopped believing the stars would ever return. One evening, the whale turned its ancient glowing eye toward Lyriel, and for a moment, she heard a voice inside her mind. The final light must awaken. Then the creatures disappeared into the clouds. That same night, the lighthouse trembled violently. Darkness spread across the ocean like ink. Far away in the sky, a giant black storm opened among the stars. Inside it, something moved. A massive shadow with burning crimson eyes. The Void King had awakened. Elias knew the stories. Long ago, the Void King had tried to consume the stars themselves. The ancient celestial guardian sealed him away beyond the heavens. But now, the seal was breaking. And only one force could stop him. The final star core, hidden within the heart of the child who fell from the sky. Lyriel. Elias finally told her the truth. "You were never an ordinary child," he whispered. "The stars sent you here." Lyriel looked at the fading sky above the sea. "What if I fail?" Elias smiled sadly. "The stars chose you because you still..." Dead flowers bloomed again near her footsteps. Tiny lights appeared in the darkness, and forgotten people began believing in hope once more. One night, while crossing the ruins of an ancient sky bridge, Lyriel was attacked by creatures born from the void. Their bodies twisted like shadows. Their eyes glowed red. She ran through collapsing ruins as darkness chased her across the bridge. Suddenly, a beam of celestial light exploded across the sky. The cosmic wail returned. Its glowing song shook the heavens. The shadow creatures vanished instantly. The wail lowered itself beside Lyriel. This time, the voice spoke clearly. The Star Temple awaits. The creature carried her across the skies above endless storms. Below them, entire oceans churned beneath darkness. Above them, only a few stars remained. Finally, they reached a hidden kingdom floating beyond the clouds. The Celestial Kingdom. It was ancient. Broken towers floated among galaxies. Rivers of light flowed through the sky. At the center stood the Star Temple. Inside the temple waited the last guardians of the stars, beings made entirely of light. They bowed before Lyriel. The final child has come. The guardians revealed the truth. Long ago, when the void first appeared, the stars created a living vessel capable of carrying the final star core. A child born from starlight itself, Lyriel. If the final star dies, the guardians warned, all existence will fall into eternal darkness. The only way to restore the stars was to awaken the celestial flame hidden deep within the universe. But doing so required immense sacrifice. Before Lyriel could ask more, the sky shattered. Darkness swallowed the horizon. The Void King arrived. His giant shadow towered above entire kingdoms. His eyes burned like dying suns. The floating islands collapsed beneath his power. The final battle had begun. Shadow creatures flooded the Celestial Kingdom. The Guardians fought bravely with beams of pure starlight. Cosmic storms tore through the skies. The celestial wail cried out as darkness consumed the heavens. Lyriel climbed the highest tower of the Star Temple, carrying the glowing star core within her chest. The Void King rose before her like a living nightmare. "There is no hope," he thundered. "The stars will die." Fear gripped Lyriel's heart. But then she remembered Elias, the lighthouse, the people she had met, the small lights that still remained in the world. Hope still existed, and as long as hope survived, the stars could never truly die. Lyriel closed her eyes. The star core inside her heart began glowing brighter and brighter until her entire body became pure celestial light. The Void King roared as galaxies exploded around them. Then, Lyriel released the celestial flame. A wave of golden light erupted across the universe. The darkness shattered. Stars reignited across the heavens one by one. Constellations returned. The oceans glowed once more. The Void King screamed as the light consumed him completely. Across the world, people looked up in amazement. For the first time in generations, the sky was full of stars again. The cosmic storm vanished. Peace returned to the heavens. And high above the restored world, Lyriel floated among the stars. The celestial wail circled around her gently. The guardians smiled. The universe had been reborn. Far below, the lighthouse still stood beside the sea. Elias watched the glowing sky with tears in his eyes. A single star above the lighthouse shimmered brighter than all the others. And he knew Lyriel would always be watching over the world she saved. From that day on, children across the kingdoms told stories about the last child of the stars, the girl who carried the final light through the darkness, the girl who relit the heavens. And every night, when people looked up at the stars, they remembered that even in the darkest moments, hope can still shine. The end.